Hey guys, my name's Jamie and I'm a housewife and lifestyle vlogger here on YouTube, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 5 favorite Halloween movies. I'm not really into scary movies, I'm not really into zombies, so if those are things you look for in your Halloween movies, you might want to go elsewhere on the internet to find what to watch tonight. My top 5 is going to be a lot more family friendly, so if that appeals to you guys, then awesome. So going in reverse order, my number 5 pick would be Sleepy Hollow. For some people this is considered a little too creepy, like my mom doesn't really care for it, but it's the Johnny Depp version, the old version. I love it. I don't watch it that often, to be quite honest. I don't watch it every year, which is probably why it's my top 5, but I chose it over Beetlejuice, which I grew up watching, and I like Sleepy Hollow more than I like Beetlejuice. For those of you who aren't familiar with the story of Sleepy Hollow, it's basically this town that's being terrorized by a headless horseman, and he's killing people, and Johnny Depp comes and investigates. The new series, I think it's on Fox, reminded me of Sleepy Hollow, and so I think that's how it made my top 5 list. Hey, I'm not wearing my wedding ring. Shh, don't tell anyone. My number 4 video would be Scream. I love Scream. I haven't seen the 4th movie, which is kind of funny. It is on my Netflix list though, but I watched Scream a couple nights ago. My husband thought it was the worst movie I'd ever made him sit through, and so he didn't actually really sit through it. I love Scream. I think it's hilarious. It's pretty much poking fun at horror movies while being somewhat fun and suspenseful at the same time. It's basically about this girl in high school. Well, I guess it's about this small town that doesn't usually see a lot going on, but this girl's mom was murdered, and then all of a sudden all these other murders are happening, and she's terrified, and it all also seems to be happening to her as well. And there's this one character who is just like a movie buff, and so he knows all the typical things that happen in horror movies, and so that's what makes it more of a play on typical horror movies. And it's like, you know how people say, like, you never say "I'll be right back," or never split up if you're going to look for something, because obviously in horror movies, once you split up, one of you is gonna die, and if you say "I'll be right back," you're gonna die. So that's one of the things I really like about Scream. Okay, so those were my 2 more adult choices. Number 3 on my list is The Addams Family. I have it DVR'd on my television right now. I'm so excited to watch it. I love the first one. I think I might like the second Addams Family movie more than the first one. I think the first one is when Uncle Fester comes back to them. Isn't that the first one? And then the second one is when the kids go to summer camp. But if you don't know who the Addams Family are, they're just I'm sure you've heard of Wednesday Addams and Morticia Addams, and they're just gothic people, and you know, their family values, if you're concerned about what you want your kids watching, it might not be the movie that you want to show your kids, especially if they're younger. It's more satanic. Is that the way? How would you guys describe the Addams Family? I would just see gothic. It's extreme and hilarious. So since a kid, I've loved the Addams Family, and I always liked the second one more than the first one because of the summer camp aspect. Clearly, maybe I had a thing for summer camps, I don't know. My number 2 pick is Casper. Casper, the friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost you know. This is the live action one. Isn't that with Christina Ricci, and wasn't she in Sleepy Hollow also? That's one of, every year I would pretty much watch Casper, and also my number 1 pick, and that's why they're my 1 and 2 picks. So basically, if you don't know the story of Casper, he's a friendly ghost, and he has 3 uncles who are your typical ghosts who like haunting people and scaring people, but Casper just wants to be nice. It's about this father and this daughter who move into this ginormous mansion that is haunted, and it's about their relationship with the ghosts and some other things that go on. I just think it's a great kids movie, and I think possibly because I have so much nostalgia towards the movie, it makes me love it as well. And drum roll please for number 1. Hocus Pocus. Was there any doubt in your mind that Hocus Pocus was not going to be on my list when I said it was a family-friendly list? I even own it. I bought it last year, I think. Hocus Pocus. I don't know if my mom was so much a fan of this one because there's witches in it, but she still let my sister and I watch it. Essentially, these kids light a candle that brings back these 3 witches, the Sanderson sisters, and it's about them like chasing these kids and the witches trying to like survive. They're trying to like this sounds really dark when you actually say it out loud. They're trying to like basically suck out the souls or the life of children so that they can be young forever and also live. Outrageously wild comedy that's sure to entertain everyone. People who have not grown up with this movie and are now adults may not appreciate it for the gloriousness that it is, but I love Hocus Pocus. So essentially with my list, if you aren't really into Halloween, if you aren't really into encouraging your kids to celebrate Halloween, you may not like these movies. You may not want to show them to your kids. If you're an adult, it's probably fine. I love Halloween. A couple years ago, I worked at Spirit Halloween as an assistant manager. I wasn't super into Halloween before that, but now I love it. But yeah, so this week, you can count on it that the majority of these movies, I may not watch Sleepy Hollow, I'll be completely honest. If I can't find it, I won't be too choked. The rest of these movies I will for sure be watching this week, and I hope that you guys will watch them too. If not, if you don't like the movies I picked, totally cool, but you should leave down in the description your favorite Halloween movies, and maybe you'll mention something that I completely forgot and I'll have to watch that as well. So if you like my video, give it a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Kind of a joke with me and Kuroto is that for a long time he'd never gotten me a stuffed animal, and that's kind of something that boyfriends do, is they get you a stuffed animal. But I have Froggy. I've had Froggy since I was like 11. Went on a road trip, forgot a stuffed animal, so I picked one up at Walmart. It was Froggy. I probably have slept with him almost every single day.
$5.
I know, but when the inside, like, it bleeds. Isn't it cool?
It is. It's pretty cool.
Gross.
Did you with me forever? I've been waiting for you, just like you've been waiting for me.
Oh, the mask section. This is awesome. This is like Buffy right here.